being joined by defense expert Major Mohammed Ali Shah on the broadcast. Good morning, sir, and thank you for joining us on NewsX. We're tracking some rather sad developments from J&K. My colleague Ajay has just relayed how an army jawan has gone missing. He has allegedly been abducted. We've also shortly before heard the family's appeal for authorities to take action. What's your very first reaction to all these developments that are coming in from J&K?
Right, it is, of course, the family is absolutely right. The authorities must take action. They have to get him back at any cost. It is very, very sorry, very, very sad. Earlier also there have been instances where local officer or soldiers, I would say, from the region have been abducted, and some have been, unfortunately, they have been killed ruthlessly. So it is, in fact, there was an incident, I have personally been, we were taken captive in the northeast, in fact. Right now we are talking about Manipur. We were five soldiers who were taken captive by underground camp. So we know how, but thankfully it was the northeast that time with us. Those people are principled. Now in J&K, we shudder to imagine the same incident would have happened to us in J&K. It would have been very, very critical. And this is, again, it is alarming. It is something very, very concerning, distressing, that for a brother soldier of ours is taken captive, and most certainly the authority must react. They must exert all their contacts, all the sources, all the informers, and leave no stone unturned, because no militant, dead or alive, is worth my single soldier alive. So that is in the policy that we have always followed in the army, in fact. So most certainly we have to get him back in shape one. Shape one, we say, is an army terminology, shape one, which means fit and fine, absolutely hale and hearty. So it is indeed very, very distressing. And that way what will happen, otherwise it will be a very, very big morale will dip, even of people, of soldiers who are from that belt. They are Jack-light troops, Jammu and Kashmir light infantry. Majority of them are all from, in fact, I would say most of them are all from Jammu Kashmir. So in those regions, when they are soldiers, when they go out on leave, it is indeed, it is very, very, these soldiers will try to, the militant will try to get the better of a soldier, but they will not be able to succeed in the long run, I hope so. And I hope we make an example by getting him back shape and sound. Like, I'll give you another example of another officer, another Colonel R.K. Sharma. He got a Kirti Chakra, Shaurya Chakra, Sena Medal, 3 commendation cards in one single regiment. Now, the very fact is his sources, his informers, his connections there were very, very strong. Though he got this in the northeast, he was issued a threat letter that on so and so, we will, you're a good man, but we'll delete your name from the list of human beings. I have the letter with me personally that was issued by Colonel Sharma. Seventh day, he went and knocked the underground commander off who had written that handwritten letter to him. So most certainly, we have to take action on that. We cannot let our soldier go off, and I'm sure the army has taken serious note of that, and the army will, they know the job very well. They will respond the way it has to be done, and they will, I hope, fingers crossed, we get our brother soldier back, safe and sound.
Indeed, the J&K is in fact doing pretty well right now. It is progressing quite a lot. The G20 meet was recently held over there. Delegates had come from across the world. Meanwhile, progress is taking place in the valley, but now we see an army jawan has been abducted. Do you think, Pakistan and the Pakistan-based terror outfits have a hand in this? Do you think it's a last-ditch attempt to revive terror in the valley once again?
100% you are bang on there, yes, very much. See, the very fact is, so far, it's all been very calm. And we had the G20 summit over there. We saw over 60 countries. We saw over 60 members, I would say, diplomats, senior leaders who were there, present over there. And it sent a message loud and clear to the entire world that Kashmir is safe. In fact, after I left the army, let me tell you, I have had the honor of shooting some films in which I acted in, like Bajrangi Bhaijaan, Haider, Moji, there were Avrod. There were so many of them which we shot very calmly in Kashmir. Nobody interrupted us. We had a full leeway, and of course, I knew the area well. So the very fact is, again, from Pakistan's side, they are perturbed of the fact, unko mirchi lag rahi hai, that we are able to conduct exercises over there, we are able to conduct international summits over there. And let me tell you, it was only a start. I will through your channel and through your means, I would like to convey a message to our not so friendly neighborhood across. भाई अगर वो सोच रहे हैं ना कि ये पहली G20 में हम फिर करेंगे, हम बार-बार करेंगे, and we will do it all the time. And I'm not challenging them. I'm telling them that if they think that it's a one-hour meeting, no. And because Kashmiris are ours, they have no business. They have absolutely no business to talk about Kashmir. They have no right. तो कश्मीर से अपना गंदी जुबान से नाम ना निकालें, जो मैं पाकिस्तान के लोगों को ये बोलता हूँ, ये मैसेज दे रहा हूँ. And let me, it is 100%, you have analyzed it bang on, you hit the nail on its head. It is 100% Pakistan's hand who is trying to actually prove, trying to create a mahal, an atmosphere that not all is well in Kashmir, but all is well in Kashmir. This is a very sad one-off case. We've had so many troops from Jack-Lai. They come and leave, they go and leave, and they all have crew cuts. You can easily distinguish by the military bearing, by his turnout, by his way of speaking, that so-and-so is from the forces. But thankfully, I care for them. I have Havildar Rashid War, who's over there in Srinagar right now at this point of time, a very, very dear friend of mine. So I have kept in touch with all these people. None of them have faced any difficulty with the terrorists, with the militants over there. But again, I would tell you, I will just tell you quickly, put this in J&K. I'll compare it slightly with the insurgency in Northeast. Jammu Kashmir, what's happening is terrorism, because these people are ruthless. They'll pick up somebody who's on leave. In Northeast, they are so principled. These people have a strict code of conduct of war. They do not attack women and children. There have been times I've led patrols and they have been an ambush laid on us just to attack us. But the moment they got to know that there is a family traveling in this patrol, in this convoy, they have backed out from that ambush and they have let us pass. Those other people from Northeast, they are very principled people that way. At least there was an exception. Last year we saw the assassination of one of the commandants of the Assam Rifles, Colonel Biplab Tripathi, along with his family. He was martyred. And his child, they were very, very sorry, one-out case, very, very sorry incident. Similarly, I would say, this is a one-out case. They are soldiers from Jack-Lai, from that region who joined the army. They are surrendered terrorists who come on board and we take them into a territorial army. There's a proper battalion of surrendered terrorists who get employment by our government once they come over ground, once they surrender arms. So most certainly, the family has appealed to the government to take a proper action. The videos have gone viral of the family appealing. And I'm certain that this thing would not be allowed. And yes, Pakistan definitely, I see a Pakistan hand in this.
All right.